trial into alleged attempted election rigging begins with Minister Sonia Parag testifying. The long-delayed trial concerning alleged attempts to rig the 2020 general and regional elections commenced on Monday morning at the Georgetown Magistrates Court, with Minister of Local Government and Regional Development, Sonia Parag, taking the stand as the first witness. The case, presided over by Senior Magistrate Laron Daly, involves 9 individuals accused of conspiring to defraud the electors of Guyana by falsifying vote counts during the 2020 elections. The accused include former APNU plus AFC Government Minister Volda Lawrence, former GECOM Chief Elections Officer Keith Lowenfield, former GECOM Returning Officer for District 4 Claremont Mingo, former GECOM Deputy Chief Election Officer Roxanne Myers, APNU plus AFC Chief Scrutineer Carol Smith-Joseph, and former GECOM employees Sheffrin February, Enrique Liven, Michelle Miller, and Denise Babb Cummings. All defendants were present in court except Michelle Miller, who is currently overseas attending to a family illness. The defendants face 9 conspiracy charges related to activities between March 2, 2020 and August 2, 2020, concerning alleged efforts to manipulate election results. In his opening address, Attorney Darshan Ramdhani outlined that the trial, expected to last 6 weeks, will feature numerous witnesses providing evidence on the irregularities during the vote tabulation and verification process. Ramdhani emphasized that the testimony would address how the figures on the Statement of Polls, SOPs, were allegedly altered to favor APNU plus AFC while reducing votes for the opposition PPP/C. Evidence will also cover false declarations made by Mingo and the involvement of other defendants. During the proceedings, Attorney Yussi Anderson, representing the defendants, made 3 applications. The first was for the provision of SOPs, which was granted. The second application requested protection for the defendants against potential intimidation, but this was denied by Magistrate Daly. Anderson's third application sought permission for a visit to the Ashman's building, where key events took place. The magistrate stated that a decision on this application would be made during the trial. In her testimony, Sonia Parag, who was a PPP/C candidate during the 2020 elections, described the roles played by some of the defendants and identified them in court. She recounted observing the vote tabulation process, which began on March 3, 2020. Parag explained that the process was halted around 2100 hours HRS when returning officer Mingo announced he was too tired to continue. She left the building but returned the next morning to find that the process had not resumed, and Mingo had reportedly been taken away by ambulance. Parag testified that 2 GECOM employees continued the tabulation in the presence of Lawrence and another female. During this time, she observed Michelle Miller calling out numbers from Box 4001 from East Bank Demerara. Parag's testimony faced interruptions from defense attorneys questioning the identification of the defendants. Magistrate Daly ruled that the case of identification in this instance did not merit further consideration. The trial resumed on Monday afternoon, with Parag expected to continue her testimony.